Hey, welcome to this real review of eBookWriter AI, the fastest way to create, publish, and profit from ebooks, no writing required. There's a video here on the sales page. I'm going to show you inside of the eBookWriter. I have created a few books to test this out to make sure that it does what we need it to do. The idea and the concept from the sales page is pretty simple, and it's actually a really simple and easy to use tool, and I do recommend it. There is a link in the description to create these books, these types of books. Now, click the link in the description. It'll take you on my bonus page. It'll have some more details about my bonus. Click the green button. It'll take you back to the sales page. Really, all you need to understand is that you're creating simple ebooks. Ebooks to sell, ebooks that you can use to give away, ebooks that you can use as content to build a profitable online business. So we go back and we look at what does it do. You simply come in here. There'll be a research tab, downloads tabs, tickets, add-ons, settings. There'll be a place for templates. A lot of this stuff is going to be, for example, the research. If you click this and you didn't buy the research upgrade, and we're going to take a look at the funnel here in a bit, will be things that you'll have to add on. But from the front end or the purchase, or from the purchase that you make when you land on the sales page, after you check out my bonus, it's going to deep dive into actually how to use the tool, as well as a prompt psyops or a framework for creating many how-to books that sell and actually help people, and they sell because they help people. But if you scroll down here, the actual price of this tool, there's 4 different plans. There's the starter plan, the growth plan, and the pro plan, and the agency plan. To get my bonus, you have to buy the agency plan. And the reason for that is because it comes with unlimited monthly credits. And we're going to talk about the credits inside of the tool. Understand that you have to use your own OpenAI key to make this work. So when you're here inside of the campaign editor and you click create new campaign, it's going to open up the campaign creator, or the ebook creator, they call it a campaign. And you have basic information, audience and style, and ebook format. There's really just these 3 screens that you need to fill out. The AI model down here that you select is up to you, but this will use your campaign credits. And again, I'm going to show you and break all this down to you, but it will also use your OpenAI key that you have to configure under settings. So you click settings. Here you'll configure your OpenAI key, your Open Router, and the YouTube keys if you want to use one of the add-ons, which takes a YouTube URL and turns it into an ebook. I don't recommend that, but it is part of the settings. But you will have to pay OpenAI, or you'll have to have an OpenAI account to actually generate the images and the text. So when you're here, you're going to set this up, and then you'll have your campaigns. Then once you have your list of campaigns here, for example, this one I just created an hour ago about digital decluttering, it'll tell you your campaign topic, your type, because there's different types. If you get the upgrades, again, different types of books that you can create. And then you have the different chapters down here. The cool thing, and one of the things that I think that people need to focus on, is the fact that while this is touted as a click one button or click a few buttons and get a ebook, actually, if you click on go to chapter, you have the power, and this is really where you're going to set yourself apart using this tool to create a book, is by actually going into each chapter and then going into each section, edit the chapter, edit the section, and actually adding your own information or your own point of view. Actually take your real world experience about what it is your book is about and add it in here. Of course, you have a place here you can add images. So you can click that, you can add images from your computer. You can also click here and you can generate more or different AI images. You can use the chapter content, or you can use a keyword to generate that image. Of course, again, that is part of your OpenAI credits that you'll be using. The credit system here inside of the ebook writer is about generating the book, because you can actually come here to action and you can regenerate the book, or you will be regenerating the book when you make edits, because this comes in 2 formats. It comes in a PDF and an EPUB. So what you do is once you have created your book, you come down here and you click on downloads. And then under downloads, you're going to see here version 1, or the first time you create the book, it creates version 1. Then when you regenerate, it's going to create version 2. If you regenerate again, version 3, and you can track all those changes. You have the EPUB and the PDF. So if I go back for the campaigns that I've created, I have access to all these books. Here's one of the books that I created: How to Explore World War II Like a Historian, Hidden Stories, Secret Missions, and the People Who Shaped It. This cover was created by eBookWriter AI. This is one of the powerful things that it does, is create the cover for you. And of course, it created the book. I'm zoomed out, but you can zoom in. This is just a PDF reader. Also understand that this comes in EPUB format. So I'm on my Mac. So this is my book reader on my Mac. If you were on a Kindle, you would have the same kind of thing. You can see here the covers show up. Here's my How to Explore World War II Like a Historian. If I click on that, it will open it up in my EPUB reader. So this is what people would see if they purchased your book over on Amazon, if you were to post it on Kindle. So we'll go here and click, see the table of contents. It's fully organized right there. We can go back and we can click the book again, go back into the book, and then you can page through the book to include going back to the beginning. And you can see some of the images there, as well as the table of contents to include the cover. And this is the author that I created for this book. But you can see it works. Like, it's really good at what it does. This is the ebook reader, or this is the EPUB version that you can see right here with all the, and I generated some images here. I want to talk about that here in a second, but it works. It creates the cover. It creates the book. The PDF, the table of contents are fully clickable, and you can just click and jump down to exactly what you want to read inside of the PDF. So it really is that simple. Here's the Weekend Digital Declutter. It's another book that I wrote. This one doesn't have any images in it. And part of my bonus is going to be talking about when or why maybe not to use images inside of the image editor or inside of the campaign creator. Because when you click on create new campaign, it's really pretty simple. You just enter a topic of the book, for example, ancient alien theories in popular culture. And then you would go ahead and enter the ebook title. They don't have to be the same. And maybe they don't need to be the same or shouldn't. Context, this is where you're going to provide a brief description of what you want to be in the book. So you'll want to make sure that you enter a concise context description. Of course, you can use and probably will be using AI to help you come up with that outline or that brief description. That's part of my bonus as well. Link in the description. You enter your author name, you click on include images right here, and then you can set the number of images that you want with this drop down. And then here you have the option of OpenAI DALL-E 3 as well as OpenAI GPT Image 1. Make sure that you understand the important note here. To use this OpenAI GPT Image 1, you will have to go through organization verification with OpenAI, which means that you will have to provide your ID to OpenAI and be approved by them before you can actually use this image. This is one of the things that I had to go through when I first got access to this. I didn't have this set up, but once I did, everything started working. You have 3 different styles: illustration, cartoon, and photorealistic. There's the ability here to use affiliate links. I talk about this again in my bonus, whether or not you should or shouldn't use this, or how to think about making this work for you in the best use case possible, other than just blindly clicking. And also understand that part of my review is for you to know that even though you land on this sales page and you watch the video, you watch my review, and you see the books that I created, and you see the covers here, it's real, it works. That's why I recommend it. But also understand that the editor that I showed you a second ago inside of the campaign editor is something that you're definitely going to want to be able to take advantage of, or you need to understand that you need to take advantage of, to make sure that, and you can see here, I have to enter a context field. It's required. So I'll go ahead and go through next there. Here they have different target audiences. I talk about this in my bonus as well, which one I prefer and why. The purpose here, the purpose of the book, and also the tone. And then of course, different languages. If you click the drop down here, it'll load the different languages. I only speak one language. Then you click next. Then it will walk you through the ebook format. There are different formats here. I talk about this again in my bonus, which one I use and why. You can also add a background. And this is pretty cool if you want to create a custom background. You see that a lot in journals over on Amazon, but also in an e-reader. You could create your custom background. There's actually an example here, I believe. I don't know if it's on the sales page or Chris, that's the creator of this product. He wrote a book about making gourmet grilled cheese, and this background is actually a little grilled cheese in the corner, and he used that in his book. I thought it was clever and it looked pretty cool. But you have font size, heading style, subheading style, line spacing, paragraph spacing, the different page size, margin settings, text line. I mean, it has all that in there. Here's where you can generate your cover by using the AI. If you want to use if you want to make your own covers, or you want to use a different image creator other than OpenAI, you can click here and you can drag and drop your cover image right here. Then it will add it into the PDF or the EPUB. Then you simply just click save and run campaign. And it does exactly what I showed you. It creates a PDF and an EPUB, just like you see here in my campaigns. And then once that status is done, all you have to do, again, is come back and you just click any of these and it opens up that campaign. There is full training right here under tutorials. If you click tutorials, it'll take you over to this YouTube page where they have all the tutorials. Make sure that you watch all these. I haven't watched all of them because they've just been posted recently. And some of these, like the GPT-1 for eCover creators and some of the other information, I was working with Chris and he actually had to create these because of the issues that I had that have now been resolved. And you saw the books that I created right here, the cover for the How to Explore World War II Like a Historian book. And also, again, you can see that here in the EPUB reader. If I was to exit out of this book, it'll take you back and you can see the two covers that I created right there. So another use case for me is the fact that I have my AI blog. It's called Universe Unriddled. And I created this book right here. And you can see one of the images. This is the illustration image. The book that you saw, or the images that you saw over here in the How to Explore World War II Like a Historian, Hidden Stories, Secret Missions, and the People Who Shaped It. I will show you something that happens with AI that we all know. In chapter 1, it created a really nice image, but you will see that there is an issue. You could probably see that this guy has 3 hands. It also misspelled a word, but all the other images in this book are spot on, like this one right here. They're spot on. Now, I talk more about this and how and why to get a better result when you're creating a book, other than just thinking you can just click one button with this. Although this is a really good ebook creator, it is a solid product. It is why I have a bonus and why I'm promoting it. Now, again, I will emphasize, when you click the link in the description, you'll land on my bonus page. You'll click this green button. It'll take you over to the sales page to get my bonus, where I show you how to do research on Amazon, how I have a brainstorming session with ChatGPT, and also the framework that I've created to help you actually get the most out of this product by creating simple mini how-to books that actually sell because they help people. To get that bonus, you have to purchase the agency option with the unlimited monthly credits, because this is the only way you're going to get the most, or you're going to get the best result out of this book, is with the unlimited credits. Not saying you can't use the starter kit, but I'm going to show you right now how the credit system works, and you're going to save yourself a lot of headaches if you're going to actually use this product by just going all in with the one-time agency payment and get unlimited monthly credits. Because when you're here inside of the campaign editor and you're creating the campaigns, and like I said, you can click here and you can regenerate the book after you make the edits, and you're going to want to make those edits, because here is the credit log, and you can see how I eat up the credits. And these are the credits for the eBookWriter. And they did this because people are going to use this. If they didn't create some type of credit system and put limits on it, people would just constantly be regenerating and be creating books, and it would use up all the resources. The same reason you have to use OpenAI, or you have to have an OpenAI key, because you need to be able to control these things. Here are the available add-ons. You have the audio generation, the research tool, the flip book and lead collection, which I think that's a good idea, to create interactive flip books and collect leads for your ebook reader. I think it's a good idea. I think it's worth getting. But these options, these add-ons, after you purchase the front end, by clicking the link to get my bonus. After you come here and you purchase the agency, when you get inside of the tool, you'll have this button. So then you can update and get those later. There's a video for the flipbook. The flipbook, and I believe right now during the launch, yes, it's $49 right now. And again, you can see that inside under add-ons. So you don't need to purchase it right now. As long as you come back in here, if you want it, you can get any of these add-ons at launch price. And that's what I want to show you right now is the sales funnel and pricing. Again, to get my bonus, you got to go with a $97 agency unlimited monthly credits, just because if you want to use the tool effectively and not be worried about missing out or using up your credits, just go ahead and pay a little more and use the tool the way the tool is meant to be used by making edits and doing regenerations. And then here are the upsells currently during the launch. So you can see the price during the launch. Those will go up. There's also an explanation here about how the credit system works. So I'm just going to scroll up here. If you want a full explanation of this, just pause and read that for how the credit system works. It has a credit system. It's based on number of pages. And also when you regenerate, it costs you 50 credits for every book regeneration. But again, pause, read that, fully understand. That's why I say just go unlimited and be done with it. If you're going to buy this tool, that means you're going to use it. So spend the $97, go in and start creating your books. And that's what I wanted to go back and circle back around to the idea of me using this for my blog, because I have a Gumroad shop where I sell ebooks down here, or I give them away. So you can see it's a little pop-up down here. It's also a book that I sell. I have a Gumroad shop where I sell these books, give them away for lead generation. So to go back and say, look, check out this book I created. Well, I'm here inside of the book. This is the PDF. But I noticed that this, I don't like this. I think I could center this or maybe change the font. So what I want to do is I want to go back to the impact of ancient aliens theory on modern theology. This PDF, I want to go back under that campaign, and I want to go back to the impact of ancient alien theories on modern theology. And I want to go under chapter 1, and I want to click go to chapter. And then I want to, under that chapter, the spark of alien theory, I want to edit that. So I want to click and edit it. And then here you're going to see that picture right here. And you can see this is the caption, or I think this would work better as a caption, or turned into an H2 and then italicized. I think it's going to give a little extra pop to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that change. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to save that change right here. Now to see that change, right, I'm going to have to go back. You can see it saved. I'm going to have to go back. So I'll click the back button, and then I'm going to have to remember under downloads, you're going to see the version 1 right here. I'm going to have to go to action, and I'm going to have to regenerate ebook. And you can see down here, the status is in progress. We're processing your ebook generation. Please wait a few moments and come back again. And when we come back, it's going to have that. It may or may not have done it. It usually doesn't take very long. It's going to depend on how busy the server is, obviously, and all that kind of stuff. But it'll need to process that change. Then we'll come back and we'll take a look at that. Because what I wanted to do, again, is I wanted to change this format. I wanted to italicize it or maybe bold it to make sure that it makes sense, or even change it, right? That's the idea. That's the concept of what the editor does. So we made that change. I'll go ahead and refresh it. You can see now it's generating the EPUB, so the PDF. The version 2 of the PDF has been created. So now all I need to do is download that file. You can also see the EPUB just finished right there. So generated the EPUB, but I have the PDF right here. I'm going to open that up. And here is the cover image, the impact of ancient alien theories on modern theology. You can see again, that's pretty good. Like, it's really good. The impact of ancient alien theories on modern theology. And then it has the book. You can see the author's universe unriddled, because again, this is for my blog. So I'll come back and I want to see that that change has been made, and I scroll down. You can see that I regenerated it, and now that change has been made. It is a little bigger. It's in bold. I could center it, or I believe I can center it inside the editor. If not, then I will make that request to make sure that that feature is in there. But you can see that we edited that, and now we have the old version, version 1, and now we have the new version, version 2. But I want to go back and click on my credits real quick. And you can see here that I have a balance, or it took a credit of 25.25, 50 credits, 25 credits deducted from my PDF, and 25 credits for my EPUB. So you'll see that if you're going to get into using this tool, when you click the link in the description to get my bonus and I walk through this and show you how to actually use the tool, you're going to see that it's going to make more sense if you're actually going to use this. And if you're going to buy it, then I want you to use it. And that's why I created my bonus. And the only way to get my bonus is to scroll down and to get the agency option, because you want these unlimited monthly credits. It's the best way to use this tool. So go ahead, click the link in the description, check it out, eBookWriter. I recommend it. I picked it up. I'm using it. You'll see in my bonus the way I'm using it, the way I think about creating books, little mini ebooks that actually help people, that makes them sell. Link in the description. Check out eBookWriter AI. Thanks for watching this one. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.